Hiya, welcome to the 4th episode of A to Z of Archetypes. This is D for Destiny Hero, and well, this is the deck I eventually ended up playing after some testing and stuff. We've got a single copy of Dreadmaster to resolve for Clock Tower Prison. It's a good card when you get it off. Can definitely enable some OTKs and just amazing boards. Triple Malicious for obvious reasons. Dynatag can protect you from battle damage and burn your opponent for 1k. And it gives your Destiny Heroes 1k just in clutch situations. Celestial is just a level 4 target. So it's alright spot removal if they've got like field spells or continuous spells, things like that. Drill Dark is a good special summon. Allows you to set up into rank 4s, go into link 2s, things like that. And it does piercing. Decider. You get a hero from your grave to hand, so you can use stuff. You can get stuff like Dynatag back. You can get stuff like Drill Dark back. You know, anything. And then it protects you from effect damage as well. Vision Hero Vion is amazing. Vision Heroes in general are good in this deck. You can just send Militia, send any of your Dark monsters, and you can banish a hero from your grave, add Poly to your hand. So once you've gone through both Maliciouses, you can just Malicious, and then Vion, banish your final Malicious, add Poly. Fearmonger is a level 4 target. Again, it's just another target really. You can set pass and, well, you can't set pass, but you can set it just if you're like halfway through the game, you kind of just lose momentum, you just set it. You can start stuff up again, special Destiny Heroes. Blade Master, I've put to 1. I kind of cut it down from 3 that I had it at because it just isn't important. It's not amazing, especially when you have Dynatag. Dreamer is amazing, however, because you protect your own monster, and then it becomes a material for link plays and for fusion plays, and you can just another target for Vion. Allure is an obvious choice. Polymerization because we're a fusion archetype, Rotor because it's warriors, Destiny Draw again because of the draws, Terraforming because you run 5 because I run 5 field spells, and the double mask change for the masked heroes. Onto the extra deck, I've got 2 Dusktopia guys. I've never actually summoned him, but I would assume if you get a good enough hand that you could go like Isolde and then go Dystopia and then go Dusktopia, and then Dusktopia summon another copy of Dystopia, or summon Vision Hero Trinity, you know, and it would be a good board. Dystopia is just a good card to go into. Just summon, burn, you've got 2800 body, and it can remove things on occasion. It's just a good card. Adoration, again, just a 2800 body. You can reduce your opponent's attack points just to let your other heroes just poke over, or to enable OTKs. Anki for use with Darklaw, you know, it's just mask hero stuff. They're both good cards, and Vision Hero Trinity is amazing in OTKing the opponent. XYZs, you got Tornado Dragon, just a toolbox really. Tornado Dragon for spell trap removal, Baguska for when you can just summon Drill Dark, summon Celestial off Drill Dark, and then just pass. I mean, there's not much you can do. Abyss Dweller for graveyard effects. Borrowload is an amazing card, so we're gonna obviously have a copy. Double Isolde because they're all warriors, and 1 copy of Apprentice Witchling because they're all dark. Okay, here we are at the first replay. I'm choosing replays this time around because I kind of worked to get some of these. The deck it's consistent-ish, but it's, you know, I've had a lot of bad duels with it, and I just feel if I tried to do a live, I'd be taking it over and over and over again to get, you know, at least some semi-decent results. So yeah, here you go. I'm playing at Speedroids. So their hand, you know, just some special summoning with Speedroids. Obviously a Synchro deck. Synchros being my favourite type of summon, just in general. So what they end on a Stardust Dragon and a Great Fly. And our hand is Fusion Recycling Plant, Clock Cloud Prison, Dynatag, Fearmonger, and Decider. So Decider is kind of dead because you've got nothing in the grave. Dynatag again for protection. Fearmonger is meh, but we have the Clock Tower Prison, so we can maybe slowly protect yourself from battle damage if you're completely immune. And Fusion Recycling Plant is an amazing card because you can add your Poly to hand, so we could go into a fusion. However, we top deck Malicious. And whilst that might not be good in some decks, in this, we can send Malicious with Fusion Recycling Plant to add Poly. And if that's not a plus, I don't know what is. Because we can go into Malicious again, summon Fearmonger, go into Apprentice Witchling, Malicious again, because Malicious is such a good card, and now if you look, we've got three Destiny Heroes and Wee Witch's Apprentice. So, we then Fusion Summon into Vision Hero Trinity on 5,500 attack points, because he is a Dark Monster, and he gets a 500 boost from Witchling. So we just Battle Phase, attack the Great Fly. Remember, we're attacking Great Fly first, because that means Stardust loses the 500 boost, which means we could help enable the OTK. So they summon the Gun Prize, just there, obviously trying to stop the OTK. Great Fly goes off to add Terratop back. We attack the Stardust again, deal 3,000 points of damage, because that's a lot of damage. And attack the Gum, and then just attack with Witchling, and that's game. Destiny Hero OTK. So there you go. That's what the deck does, or how I like to play it anyway. Let's move on to the second replay. Okay, here we are at the second replay. As you can see, I've got a copy of D-Spirit here. This is because this was before. This was, you know, when I was still testing the deck. So yeah, you'll just see how the older version was. So yeah, we get Destiny Draw, we draw 2, Clock Tower, Allure, Poly, go into Dystopia, burn for 1,600, and then just pass, because there wasn't much we could do, or at least I don't think so, because I'm not an experienced Destiny Hero player. Ooh, they had double Desires, damn, rip. We get a counter on Clock Tower Prison, and they Desires. They also Allure, Kaiju us. You know, Kaijus, those things. Now I think about it, I could put hand traps in here for stuff like Desires. They just attack us with the Kaiju and then just pass. So we go, we draw Dynatag, and we just pass, because we can't do anything at this point. Because D-Spirit has to be level 4 or lower. But we Dynatag on the Kaiju, so we don't take 24, we only take 1k, and we burn them for a k. Again, we just summon a Drill Dart, boost him for 1,000, attack over the Kaiju, and then end. And if you look, this turn, Clock Tower Prison now has 3 counters, so you know what's coming next turn. They synchro into Clearwing, Predaplant stuff, get the stuff back, and I'm, you know, it's like it's a big ball at this point. Well, big if, you know, Destiny Heroes. And then they end on that. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, what do I do? Do I even try to extend at all? No, I can't. There's nothing I can do. Clock Tower's going to get another counter during their turn, so I immediately end. Draw phase, standby phase. Clock Tower gets its 4th counter. And they go into Decode. They pot Desires again. Predaphonics. Get just Predaplant stuff, summon them back. Ultra Poly into Starving Venom. And then they've just got to a 20 and a 28. But we've got 4 counters on Clock Tower Prison, so we're not taking any of that damage from either of them. I'll go, we draw, and we end, because I'm choosing not to. I'm trying to, I was like, was there actually anything I can do? Maybe I could have set the, I could have set Dreamer, but I wouldn't have accomplished much. I guess I could have specialed Blade Master in defense, then set Dreamer, that would have protected us. But I chose not to. Because I was like, oh, well, I'll just be safe from the Clock Tower. I'll just be safe with Clock Tower Prison. I can just wait for more cards and then extend. But look at the card in his hand. It is Twin Twisters. And he did not have a discard target for it. That is why we did not die. But, well, he's going to draw one, isn't he? So he draws one. And what do you guess he does? Standby phase. He destroys Clock Tower Prison with Twin Twisters. But do we know what Clock Tower Prison does when it's destroyed with 4 counters on? We get Destiny Hero Dreadmaster. And do we know what Dreadmaster does? He summons Destiny Heroes from our grave. So we're going to summon back Dystopia that we summoned last time, and Fearmonger. And now Dreadmaster's on 3,800 because he gains a combined attack of all Destiny Heroes on board. And Dystopia can burn again. for 1600 because he was special summoned by his effect, or by an effect. And now we're there on a 3800. So he... I just find it quite funny. He places a Predaplan counter on Dystopia, the worst thing he could place a Predaplan counter on, so that I assume he can attack it. He uses Starving Venom Fusion to gain Dreadmaster's effect, but because he's lowered the attack of Dystopia, we then get to activate Dystopia, target Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, and destroy it, because he decided to choose the wrong monster to lower the attack of. And then Dystopia goes back to normal. So Decode is now a 23, and he can't do anything. So he summons a guy from the grave, attacks Fearmonger. However, Dreadmaster says our Destiny heroes can't be destroyed by battle, and I take no battle damage. So he just forfeits because he realizes he has no outs, and I'm just going to kill him next turn. And that, my friends, is game. And, well, thanks for watching this episode of A to Z of Archetypes. Remember to leave your suggestions for E down in the comments. I actually had a struggle thinking of E for my own idea. I was talking with a friend, we came up with an idea. So if I don't get any suggestions that I feel would be better than this idea, because I'd never heard of this archetype beginning with E, and I just feel it'd be interesting to play them. So we'll see how that turns out. Remember to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, share this video with your friends if you think they'd like it. Yeah, comment down below what you'd like to see, maybe what was your favourite part, what you think of the deck, any changes you think you could make, like hand traps. Yeah, so thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.